Hey guys, it's Connor from Foundered here, and today we're discussing great ways to invest for your child's future, ensuring that they have a solid financial foundation as they grow up. Raising a child is costly, and good finances will help you give them the best start in life. In this video, we'll be diving into some of the very achievable ways to invest in your child's future, such as the piggy bank of mum and dad, junior stocks and shares ISAs, junior cash ISAs, premium bonds, and children's pensions, the Junior SIPP. Remember, the earlier you start, the more your investments can grow. So let's dive in and discover the secrets to securing your child's future through smart financial planning. I firmly believe that bringing a child into this world and helping them grow into adulthood is the single greatest achievement that we can have as parents. I honestly hope we do a great job at this, and I know that we'll give it our all so that our daughter can have the best in her future life. But will alone doesn't do this. Raising a child is costly, and that cost only increases as they get older. Of course, they are worth it, but the reality is that good finances will help to give your child the best start in life. While I would say that the greatest investment for your child's future will be your guidance and time, today we're just going to focus on the finances. The most important factor to remember when you invest for your child's future is that the earlier you start, the longer the investments can grow. We'll explain that later a little bit more, and how you can virtually guarantee that your child will become a millionaire with only an initial investment of around £9,000. But first, and in no particular order, here are some of the very achievable ways to invest for your child's future. Number 1, the piggy bank of mum and dad. One of the best ways to instill great saving and investing habits in your child is to teach them through their own real-world examples. Like every parent, we want to pass on the positive experiences that we've had and share in the knowledge that we've gained through our own lives. Talking to a 7-year-old about pensions probably just won't cut through. So bring any conversation you have down to their level and a language that they will understand. In our household, money is not a taboo subject. In fact, it will be discussed at certain stages quite openly. Money is to be earned and treated with respect. It doesn't grow on trees, and our daughter is well aware that her wishes and fortnight skins cost money. And once it's spent, the money is gone forever. By helping her understand spending, we want our daughter to understand the true value of money. We also want to teach our daughter that money saved and invested can grow. It can become more money and can buy bigger and more elaborate things. Build-A-Bear Workshop, I'm looking at you. Now, I'm not sending her out to buy long-term rental properties. Instead, I'm opening the piggy bank of mum and dad. To you and I, this is a spreadsheet, but to our daughter, this is her very own virtual bank account. In goes her pocket money, monetary presents, and any earnings that she may obtain. For every £1 that remains in her virtual bank account at the end of each month, she will generate 1% interest. And for the eagle-eyed financial buffs among us, this equates to 12% annual interest. So look, if I could guarantee that myself, I'd load up every penny that I had and laugh all the way to the Bahamas. If you like pina coladas. But for the bank of mum and dad, it's absolutely fine. Whenever our daughter wants to put a deposit in or make a withdrawal from the piggy bank of mum and dad, we call up the spreadsheet. If she wants to buy something and she has the money available, then that's entirely her choice, and we fully support that. At the end of each month, we tally up the interest received and then the final amount in her account based on the interest and the money she had in already. In very real terms, we can see exactly how much our daughter has available and how quickly the money grows or is spent. It's a great tool to educate on purchases, saving and investing for a longer time period. At 7 years old, we just want to ensure our daughter values money, but this practice will ensure that as she matures, she'll make better financial and investing decisions. Junior stocks and shares ISAs, or junior cash ISAs, JISAs. Taking things up a notch, you may want to put your child's savings into a junior ISA, a JISA. There are 2 different types of junior ISAs, a junior cash ISA and a junior stocks and shares ISA. Both provide tax-free savings accounts for under 18s where they don't pay any tax on interest earned, or in the case of stocks and shares and investments, they don't pay any tax on the capital growth. Many banks and building societies provide pretty competitive interest rates for their junior cash ISAs, or if you're like myself, you can open up a junior stocks and shares ISA and invest your child's money in a way that you see fit. It's positive to note that your child can have both a junior cash ISA and a junior stocks and shares ISA in the same tax year. And in this financial year, 2022-2023, they can put a total of £9,000 into their Junior ISA accounts. With both types of Junior ISAs, when your child turns 16, they can take control of the account. And when your child reaches 18, they can take this Junior ISA accounts and convert them into the comparable adult accounts. A really top tip to remember, when your child is aged 16 or 17, they can take out an adult cash ISA and save up to £20,000 per year, as well as up to £9,000 in a cash ISA. Great idea. At 18, your child will have full legal rights to withdraw every penny in their ISA and spend it as they wish. From a young age, my parents explained that the money in my Junior ISA was to be used for a significant purchase. A home deposit or university fees were discussed. I hadn't considered spending it on frivolous items because its purpose had always been explained to me from the youngest age. Once the Junior ISA account is opened by a parent or guardian, anyone can contribute up to the yearly tax limit. This counts for parents, friends and relatives. Their contributions or gifts can grow within the ISA account tax-free, as there is no lifetime limit on the value of an ISA. Any growth can be removed tax-free by your child. How to virtually guarantee your child is a tax-free millionaire for around a £9,000 investment. Personally, a Junior Stocks and Shares ISA is the ultimate investment hack for your child and will virtually guarantee their future financial success. To do so, in the tax year that your child is born, open a Junior Stocks and Shares ISA account and prioritise their investments into that account. Take any gifts from their relatives or friends and then top up the account to hit their £9,000 allowance total. For me, I would personally choose to invest in a low-cost index fund, something like the Vanguard Life Strategy 100 Equity Fund. Since its inception in 2011, this fund has given an average return of 12.68%. That's fantastic. Past performance is of course not an indicator of future performance, so what I would do is take this back somewhere to a hopeful return of around 8% over the next 50 or 60 years. Now, if we let the investments just sit there, that £9,000 in the account, well, the magic of compound interest will do its thing. And when your child is 60, your child could have over £1 million in their ISA, and that can be withdrawn tax-free. And that, my friends, is how you virtually guarantee your child will become a millionaire in their lifetime for only £9,000 invested at birth. The next way to invest for your child is through premium bonds. Anyone can buy premium bonds for a child under 16. You might already have some premium bonds yourself, as these are often gifted as presents, and that's completely fine. Your child can hold up to £50,000 worth. Premium bonds are a fun way to save, with the chance to win tax-free prizes each month. If you want to invest for your child's future and guarantee that your investment is safe, in inverted commas, then premium bonds are key. Premium bonds are the only way where 100% of your savings are guaranteed by the government. It is important to note that you're not guaranteed any return in your savings. If you're lucky enough to win the draw, then the winnings are added to your account. They do not also hedge against inflation, so it's not really a safe bet for me, and so the value of your savings will likely decrease over a period of time. Now, if you consider inflation is at 10% at the minute, and you are only invested in premium bonds for 1 year, then the value of each pound will only be worth 90p next year. And as that compounds over time, the true value of any money that you have saved in your premium bonds, excluding any wins, will just decrease. And the fourth and final way to invest for your child is through a Junior SIPP. When choosing to invest for your child's future, their retirement isn't likely to be top of your list. But considering the time in the market is one of the core factors to compound growth, it can be an incredibly smart decision, especially if you want to provide intergenerational wealth. A child's pension, or a junior self-invested personal pension, a Junior SIPP, is a pension designed for anyone who is under the age of 18. Any parent or legal guardian can set up a pension for their child, and it will automatically transfer to them when they reach the age of 18. Although a child is unlikely to have earnings, you can contribute £2,880 a year efficiently to a child's pension. As with adult pensions, the government will top this up through tax relief to the amount of 20% on your gross contribution. Therefore, for a total of £2,880 invested, they'll receive an additional £720 in their pension account. At the time of recording in 2023, the pension cannot be drawn until age 57. As this is likely to rise, assuming a 60-year investing horizon isn't a stretch, and that's for those who are starting pensions at birth in 2023. If the £3,600 total, the £2,880 and the £720 from the government is invested and the child achieves an average of 8% over 60 years without any further contributions, we would expect it to achieve a gross total of £430,285. And if they contributed to their pension in the second year an extra £2,800, then for only £5,760 invested, your child could achieve over £825,000 at age 60. As you may be aware, it would always be a consideration around the lifetime allowance. Now, very recently, this was removed by the government. This could be reinstated by another government over the next 60 years, and the value of what is in your pension may or may not be over that limit. So always be mindful of the current government legislation around pensions. Okay, straight into the shameless plug. Would you like to achieve financial independence? Well, you could spend the next 13 years learning about personal finance and putting all that knowledge into action, or you could head over to founder.co.uk where you can sign up for my newsletter, and I'll also send you my free 10-day mini course and weekly emails. I will show you the steps and the processes to become financially independent. Right, back to this. My final thoughts on how to invest for your child's future. Well, to successfully invest in your child's future, you should not just consider this a financial journey. Educating them on the topic of finance and instilling great or good habits around saving, budgeting, investing and spending is critical to their own financial success. Personally, I want to ensure my daughter understands money and its value long term before she has any access to her investment accounts. She knows that I'll always be on hand to lend some fatherly advice if and when she needs it. Outside of the education and understanding, time is the most critical factor when you want to financially invest in your child's future. The earlier you start, the less it will cost you and them, and the greater the potential for returns. If you can afford it, my tip for those who want to successfully set their child's finances off in the right direction is to start at birth. Forgo your own ISA or pension payment that year and put that money to your child's account. It's the cheapest way to do so. Once that investment is in motion, let compound interest and time in the market do its thing. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you want to continue the conversation, please leave a message in the comment section below. And here's to your and your child's successful financial future.